Hi guys, welcome to another installment of OCODB Today. Today I'm going to cover the Oracle Advisor Framework. Basically, it's just going to be a set of database advisors, uh, some of the concepts, and basically just how to basically just utilize them. I'm gonna basically show you a hands-on demo for those advisors. And basically here, as it says, you're gonna learn about those advisors and the concepts and their concepts, in real life scenarios. So basically, the topics for today. Number one, I'm gonna cover I'm gonna have an introduction to the Oracle Advisor Framework. Then I'm gonna go into the memory advisors. What is AMM and what is ASMM? I'm gonna go over what is a undo management advisor. I'm gonna I'm gonna cover the SQL Access Advisor, the Segment Advisor, the SQL Tuning Advisor, the SQL Repair Advisor, the Streams Performance Advisor, the Mean Time to Recovery or MTTR Advisor, and the Data Recovery Advisor. So let's get started. So this is, as I've told you already, this is just an introduction to the OAF, Oracle Advisor Framework. Basically, the OAF is comprised of 9 advisors. There may be more, but I only came across 9. Um, and basically, these database advisors are, as I just covered them, memory, SQL access, segment, MTTR, data recovery. So basically, what these advisors offer, just basically the ability to either resource SGA, PGA, if you're talking about the memory advisor, or to tune DB queries, to configure any retention, to configure fast recoveries after failure, to basically just to recommend fixes, or to basically just analyze streams or performance, for your streams component. And basically, the tools advisors can be operated using either SQL Plus, using the particular packages, or using OEM Oracle Enterprise Manager. So the first advisor is a memory advisor. Basically what a memory advisor is used to basically advise the directory on how to allocate memory space for the SG and the PGA. You have two choices. Actually, you have multiple choices, but generally, most applications would have a AMM enabled, which is automatic memory management. Basically, that means that Oracle is responsible for sizing your PGA and the SGA. SG, of course, is system global area, and PGA is a foreign global area. Again, so, and also you have AMM, but you also have ASMM, which is automatic shared memory management. I'm going to go into what the difference between these two is very soon. In terms of the internals, you have how memory the sizing of memory works out in Oracle is you have this set of background processes called memory management and background processes, and basically what they do is they manage the resizing of your memory components in AMM. Basically, you can also refer to MMAN as the SGA memory broker. And to be able to use the memory advisor, you have to make sure that that basically the AMM and the ASMM are disabled. So basically, and again, so what I've just said is that with AMM, you have Oracle managing both the SG and the PGA and the SG and PGA. With ASMM, you have basically Oracle is actually you would set a memory target value, right? And then you would basically, that means that you will only be responsible for either managing the PGA manually or the SGA. So basically, that means that you only basically just you only have half of the workload in terms of sizing these two components. The parameters, as I've just gone over, with AMM, you have to make sure that you have a value for memory target. That's the first parameter. Also, you need to have a value for memory max target. So once you have a fact, if you have a value for these two parameters, then basically you would typically what would happen is that you would, if you were to query the SGA and the PGA individually, you see that the values for those two components are zero. So just let me see. What I can actually do is I would actually demonstrate that for you guys. Just give me 1 second. Um, and again, so basically, once you have memory target and memory max target, the OCode is responsible for the sizing, in terms of the memory management. And basically, the memory target cannot exceed the memory max target. That's fundamental principle for AMM. And basically, in terms of ASMM, basically, as I just said, basically the memory is allocated to either the SG or the PGA and the memory target. So basically, you're either going to be managing the PGA or you're going to be managing the size in the SGA memory. But basically, that means that if you manage SGA, that means that the PGA will be managed by the Oracle software. Or if you manage a PGA, that means that SGA is going to be managed by the Oracle software. So basically, you cannot, again, the memory value is accessible to OEM. OEM is Open Enterprise Manager. And again, so you can tune your your memory components. And the benefit of using OEM actually is, so what you're able to do is you are able to at the SJ at the so you can tune the SJ, you can tune the PGA, but with OEM you can go in depth and actually tune the shell pool and the buffer cache. And this is only you can only do this using OEM. And basically using SQL, if you're using SQL Plus, you can only tune the SGA target as a whole. So basically now I'm going to demonstrate how to query both these components. Let me actually just go back to this one. Okay. So what I'll do is let me go to my SQL Plus. I could never. Yeah, I can't get it right. So anyways, so what I was trying to say is you can, again, I've always set my Oracle ID, so if I do echo, then basically that's my database name, my instance name v11g2h1. So if I was to do a SQL Plus, then basically I'll be able to log into my database. So what I'll do now is I will actually, first I need to make sure, do I have AMM enabled? So what I'll do is I'm actually going to query the target. So let me do this, show parameter target. And the reason why I chose target is most of these parameters have target as part of the title. So you have memory target, X target, you have PGA grade target. So basically, if I look at my listings and my parameters, then basically I have memory targeted at 944 megabytes. 944 megabytes. And basically, if I look at SGA target and PGA grade target, I have zero values. That means that, so since I have zero values for these two, and I have a number for a value for memory target, basically that means that I have AMM enabled, and that means that basically the managing for the memory components, anything related to memory is going to be performed by Oracle. So basically, what you can do is again, if I want to change from having an AMM configuration to having a ASMM, what I can actually do is, before I even go further, let me just make sure. Okay. So what I'll do is I will actually just go to, I will, if I want to switch to AM, okay, ASMM, and what I'll do is alter system set, and I would actually assign a value to my SGA target. If I and again, so if I assign a value to SGA target, that means that I'm actually going to let Oracle, be responsible for the PGA target. So if I do a set SGA underscore target is equal to 500. So if I was to show 500, okay. And then, so what I want to do now is I need to make sure that I also assign alter system set memory underscore target is equal to 0. Show parameters. Alter system set memory underscore max underscore target. What can I modify? There you go. So this is what you have to do now. So memory max target, basically you need to change this value in the SV file to be able to and restart your database to be able to have to change from having a AMM to having an ASMM or to having just a manual configuration, a manual management configuration. So basically what I have to do is I have to type in scope is equal to SV file. So basically what that means is that, so if I do shutdown immediate, basically I have to restart my database to basically to start using my ASMM or manual management configuration. Actually, you know what? I could have also done a so I decided to use shutdown immediate and not shutdown abort because I had a basically an issue last time I did a shutdown abort and to reset my database configuration, and that's why I just decided with shutdown immediate has more of it's smoother than shutdown abort. I'll put it that way. So okay. Um, It's taking way too long. What I'll do is I'm gonna pause it and I'll pick it back up when the shutdown is complete. Okay, there you go. So my what is going on? Anyways, so my database is actually I shut it down and I restarted it. Basically just a little bit more patient. It's gonna open up in just 1 minute. There you go. So it's open now. So if I run that same show parameter target, then basically now I have, let me make sure I have basically I have values for both my SGA target and PGA target. So basically, what that means is that now I'm actually managing my own SGA and PGA, and I'll be responsible for resizing either one of these two. So what I'll do is, again, just looking past, having to, reconfiguring your memory management. If you really want to get into, using, getting to the memory advisor, basically, let me just make sure. Okay. First thing you have to do is you have this performance view, the memory target advice. And basically it's going to give you a recommendations for sizing your memory. So if I go to my SQL Plus and type in, first thing I do is, as you can see, I'm going to describe my memory target advice to see what my columns are. So I'm going to quick describe the memory underscore target underscore advice. Basically, so I know, okay, so I have estimated D time factor, memory size. Again, so this looks confusing, but basically, so if I was to, what I'll do next, I'm actually going to run a select from this table. So select star from the $memory underscore target underscore advice. Give me 1 second. See, that's the thing. My database doesn't have MM enabled. Wow. Okay. Okay. Anyways, so basically, what I'll do is, again, so this is if you have an MM configuration, you would call it memory target advice. But because I have a sort of a manual configuration where this can manage my HTML PGA separately, then basically I can actually I can actually also do this. I can actually just describe my VDAR PGA underscore target underscore advice. And basically what I'll do is I need to get I need to retrieve some raw data from this table. So if I was to do select PGA underscore target underscore for estimate, comma, let me see what else, std underscore time and PGA underscore target underscore factor. Let me see if I have enough to go on with this PGA underscore target underscore advice. So basically, if I'm just reviewing this, these columns, basically what I'm going to do is, again, here you have an estimate of basically, the timing, for for the working in terms of the PGA sizing, the current configuration for the PGA. So basically, if you look at, I think I'm missing one value here. PGA estimate. Okay. Anyway, so what I'm really looking for is for this one. I'm looking for the PGA target factor of 1. So basically, if I just going by what this value is, so if I go into, this is at 398. So if I look up here, it's going to be basically 380, but it's, again, 18, give or take 18 megabytes. So basically, this is just a sizing of my current PGA, the current PGA target. So basically, so if I needed to get performance improvement for my database, then basically I'll be looking at, okay, so if I have basically if I have 1, then if I was to go up and add more megabytes to my database, to my PGA, basically I would have a PGA factor of 1.2, and basically you would have you would basically just have an increase in the PGA target factor. Basically, so what you generally want to do is you want to basically just have you know sort of a you don't want to just have how much a lot of memory, a lot of megabytes being allocated to your PGA target. You want to make sure that you're allocating those effectively. So because I have 380 megabytes here, and I have and if I look at the factor of 1.0 to 1.2, and you're adding 12, it seems like you're adding about 10 or 100 more megabytes. And basically, it seems like I have a pretty good PGA factor, PGA target factor. Then basically that means that there's no need to add additional memory for my PGA target. And what I'll do is I will actually run I'll run, and if you look at the bottom, so the factor is increasing with the more space, with the more megabytes you're allocating to your PGA target. So you can go all the way up to geez, I don't know what this is, but basically again this would be a factor of 8, or because you've allocated so much memory to your PGA target. So what I'll do is I'm actually going to query also my SGA target. So let's give a few lines. Select. I need to make this. Let me make sure I have select count from, again, the table is going to be, actually before I do that, let me just again, these tables might be the same, but it might not be. So let me do a describe for $SGA underscore target. Underscore target advice. And also keep this in mind. The only reason why I'm querying these individually is because I'm not in an AMM configuration. So again, as I've already told you, AMM you would just query the $V memory target advice. If you have your memory manager configured set, with SGA and PGA, then you would query each of these components. So what I'll do is select star from V.SGA underscore target underscore advice. There you go. Okay, so if I look at this column, so if I look at my SGA size factor, right? So my current SGA is about 560. There you go, 564. So basically, that's what I was looking for. There's no they don't have it. There's no size here. You just have to have a more of an estimate, and the estimate is actually in it seems like it's not in megabytes. It's more than kilobytes. So basically, anyways, so you have here the SGA size factor. So this is my current configuration, 564 for the SGA size. So if I want to have an improvement on my the reads or inside the database, so basically if you look at, okay, so I have the factor is 1, and I have the database time of 182, but you have multiple rows that are set to 182, right? And you have a database time factor of actually just 1. So basically, so again, 1, if you look at the physical read, would be 13,239. So basically you might want to ask yourself, okay, so is 564 just too much? It looks like it's too much, right? Because you need to, again, with 282 you can have the same number. So with 282 you can have, again, SGA size factor would be 0.5. That would be down. But basically, if you got the database time, again, 182, DB time factor 1, and the physical will be 13,329. So again, it seems like it seems like a change I need to make, right? I need to adjust my SGA size. So what I'll do is I would run alter system set SGA underscore target is equal to, I will set it to 262. Actually, you know what? Not 262, but 282. Because if you're invalid. Just give me 1 second. There you go. So I was missing the M. 4 megabytes. So if I was to do this, show parameter target, basically I have again 282.34, a couple of megabytes. Again, so if you notice, we have a new parameter here, parallel service target. Still have 952 as my memory max target. And again, so again, one of the things that I should have highlighted is memory max target is for basically for both AM and ASM or just manual configurations. So basically, what I just covered is how to reallocate space to both PGA and SGA. If you have a more of a manual configuration. So what I would do next is just and again, so I already have these pretty much, I already have these. This is what I just went over. And again, so optionally you can also so what I did earlier is actually I ran one of my alter system with scope. So basically what scope is, you have the option, you have scope both, you have scope memory, and you have scope SP file. So if you have, so this statement that I just went that I executed earlier without any scope, then basically the default is memory. So basically I just have to change just one to affect me, and that's the memory. You do not have to put in scope equal memory is by default. But if you wanted to have a basically make it place inside place inside your SP file and basically have it be there as a permanent initializer parameter, and basically what you would do is you would put basically a scope is equal to SP file. So it'll be scope equal SP file. This is a permanent the way to permanently set the value for one of your parameters. And then so I also have the option of doing both. And just as it says, both is basically you're both gonna apply the change to your memory as well as your SP file. And basically that means that you eventually have to restart your database for this setting to be permanently set. To be permanently part of your SP file, as part of as an initialized parameter. So basically, what I would do next is, and again, I've already covered the ASMM. ASMM again is just if you are responsible for allocating the PGA, and then also responsible for the SGA, or if you are in the PGA, or responsible for the SGA. So what I'll do next is I'm actually going to go and get into the undo management advisor. Again, undo management advisor basically is basically provides recommendation for your undo table space, right? Undo table space, you need to have a basically again undo is it stores data for some period of time, so you will have access to some more data. And depending on how far back your undo retention goes, then basically you would have access to more recent data or to video data. So what I'll do is I will actually get to use undo management advisor. So with undo management advisor, you have a choice. Again, you can use, as with all these advisors, you can use the OEM, Open Manager, or you can use SQL Plus. I do have access to OEM, but what I'll do is I'm actually going to take you to using undo management advisor using the SQL plus the command lines scripts. So again, the package I'll be using is the DBMS underscore advisor package. I already have the script for undo management. It's in my file system, so there you go. Let me minimize this. So now with undo management, I have basically what you're doing is you're actually just creating tasks, executing tasks, and basically to be able to query, to get a sense of what type of undo configuration you need for your database. So what I'll do is I will actually just I'm gonna leave it here. Take my SQL plus, and again, what I need to do is, I definitely need more space. Okay. Anyways, so uh, if it works here, it's not working. Man, I can never figure out how to clear your screen. But anyways, okay. So what I want to do is I am going to do, if you look at again to the configuration for my undo manager, I need to get my snap IDs. Again, these are just my snapshots. The IDs, the IDs that have been taken periodically by Oracle, and they refer to as snapshots. So what I'll do is I'll run this query, the select min snap ID max snap ID from DBA hist snapshot. So what I'll do is I'm actually gonna write it out here. So I'm gonna write it here. So take, or rather query start. Oh, I think I should have it on here in here somewhere. No, I do not. Okay. Anyways, take snap start and snap IDs. So the query is select min snap underscore ID max snap underscore ID from DBA underscore hist underscore snapshot. And what I'll do is I'm just gonna copy this. Again, with the files. Okay, I have multiple files for all of these advisors. I'm going to post them in the discussion section of my channel. So if you need access to these scripts, they will be there for you. Okay, so what I'll do is, so again, my min snap ID is 1 and my max one is 23. So what I'll do is I'll actually just, again, so I already have this value, right? So next thing I need to do is I need to actually run we'll create a task. And basically a task is sort of again, it's going to help me, it's going to do the calculation for, for the workload, and basically it's going to do, some magical stuff, and then eventually just, give you sort of a blueprint of what your undo configuration should look like. So what I'll do is actually I have this script right here. So what I'll do is I'm actually just going to modify this script just a little bit. So again, so my start snap ID was 1 and my my minimum and max min was 1 and max was 23, right? So what I'll do is I'm going to go into this, and then I'm just going to make a few modifications. So I'm going to sign an in for my task, and then I'm going to sign an in to my object, and type a, and again yes, my object. So what I actually do is the name is going to be 123. That's going to be the name for my task name. And if I go over my script, this should, give me 1 second. No, again here at the bottom is 1. and 23. So basically here at the bottom, I'm just executing my, again, I'm assigning my values, this values to my start, and then snapshots, IDs, and then I'm gonna execute my task as well. So let me just do this. I'm gonna copy this and then take it straight to SQL Plus, and there you go. So my PL SQL procedure is successfully completed, right? So what I'll do next is I'll come back to my window, and then so I've just executed my task. I created my task and I executed my task. So now I need to generate a report for my task, right? So what I need to do is to generate a report. I have to come here at the bottom, and basically to generate a report, this is a script. So you have to declare the report. Again, the data type that you're using is cloud. DBMS get task advisor. Again, my first field is going to be for my task name. Second field, let me see if I have it on here. Okay, just give me 1 second. I think there you go. Okay. So as I was saying, so first field is my you're gonna report. First field is task name. Second one is type. Third one is level. And pretty much most of you, basically you can again just I don't want to say too much about this because I already have my fields I already have right for my different fields, but just be just do some research on what you want your script to look like. So here I'm gonna assign my task name as 1, and this is gonna be 23. So basically what I'll do next is I'm actually going to copy this. I'm going to generate my report, come to this SQL Plus again, and then paste it. Give me 1 second. One 23. Maybe your snapshot text or now. Let me just make sure with this. Mission for recommendation again. So basically, what you're trying to do is I've already created a task, so I know what my undo should look like. Again, it's stored inside the database, so I just need to be able to fetch it out. So I need to copy this. Let me see if this query is going to run. There you go. This is what I was concerned about. Get tested. So apparently this script is going, not somewhere. Report club, DNS advisor get, and do text. Yeah, DNS output. Let me do this again. I should say that task already is exec. So I'm gonna drop my task and then recreate it. Exec 23 1. Okay, and just make sure also I change this one. 23 one. So that means I just need to review my this first script. So on the advisor, L task name, okay, 123. So there's no problem here. So what's going on? Create task, advisor name, okay. Task name, L task name, object ID, object ID, object ID, target, okay, star snapshot, 123. Okay, what I'll do is I'm actually gonna rerun this again. It's not taking enough time. It should take, again, so what it should be doing, it should be actually just, again, just analyzing, like, the workload. Anyways, let's try this. Do something for this as well. Okay, what I'll do is, so pretty much, I've already executed my task, basically now, so now it's just, basically just generating a report. But basically what I can do is I can actually bypass this and just go to, again, so I already have all these scripts. If you need to do to generate a new report, I might have something wrong in terms of, basically, what my, what is supposed to look like. So anyways, what I'll do is I'm going to apply my task. Let's see. And then actually just copy this. Just copy. There you go. Okay. So apparently something is going really, awfully wrong here. So what I do is I'm gonna pause this and do some and see if I just do some fixing, because this should not be happening. Okay, thanks a lot for watching.